Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing great. This is Umar with you, and this is what we were warning about. We put a big thumbnail yesterday evening video that market is going to backfire, something is fishy, and they have proved that retailers are wrong, right? These institutions they manipulate the market, and if you see the institutions figure today, they have sold in huge quantity. We'll talk about that, but this is how they fool us. You will think last minute people will think, seeing the green bar, they will think, okay, market is going to go on the high side, and they will buy some call option or they will sell some put option, and everything is gone wrong. Yesterday open interest, we saw huge number of 19,400 put option. People were writing huge number of 19,400 put option, and they have to run for cover, and this short covering itself will trigger the market and it will come on the downside. Nifty alone gap down, then it went to 19,500, close somewhere around 19,350 levels. A movement of 550 points in Nifty alone, in spite of India VIX coming down. If you see India VIX today, India VIX has come down. Last 3 days India VIX was going on the higher side, and today India VIX is down in spite of market falling. So this is some indication. That's why I told in yesterday's video, today morning video also, I told that it is something is fishy, that it might backfire, and that is what has happened, right? So don't worry, we will see what is going to happen. And what do you think is going to happen on Monday, right? Let me ask you. If you know, let me know on the comment section. What do you think is going to happen on Monday? I'll tell you, Monday they will gap up. That is what is going to happen. Now whoever have written call option, huge number of call option, will have to run for cover. That is what is going to happen. See, let us see on Monday if I am right or wrong, right? So this is how they manipulate. They change the way they can change the way they want the market to react. That is what is happening, right? DAs have sold huge numbers today, and FIAs have not bought a very little quantity. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Nifty, what is going to happen on Monday. We'll talk about Nifty prediction, Banknifty prediction. So make sure you stream this video fully, right? So in terms of price action, if you see here, this is the Nifty chart, and look at the way it has moved. 19,400, it gapped down, it went all the way till 19,500, then again tried to recover and go till 19,500. Bears were so strong all these days. Bears were sleeping, and all of a sudden they woke up, and we are seeing downwards movement, only downwards movement in Nifty, right? 19,300. Now you have to understand that 19,200 is a very, very strong support, and 19,250 level is a very strong support, and it has to respect the support. If 19,250 level is broken, then we might go till 19,000. Why I am saying 19,000? So if I am saying 19,250 is a very strong support, there must be a reason, right? Now you have to understand, on 3rd of July, Nifty gapped up from 19,144 levels to around 19,243 levels. A gap up of 100 points on 3rd of July, right? So this gap up might act as a small support or immediate support. Now let's assume market is going to gap down on Monday. I'm sure it will gap down around 19,250 levels, then it might go on the higher side. If it is going to gap up, now that is what GIFT Nifty is showing. You have to understand how these markets are reacting, right? If there is a big even though Dow Jones, US futures, US futures and European markets were down by more than 1.5%, our market is gapping down by around how much? Maybe 100 points or less than 100 points, right? That's what happened today in Nifty. We gapped down just 50 or less than 100 points. But if the markets, if US markets or European markets or Asia Pacific is in the green, or it is opening flat, or if it is trading flat, our markets will gap down. That's why I told maybe Monday we are going to gap up. If you see the GIFT Nifty is showing a gap up of around 20 points. Of course, there are many things. We are having 2 more days, Saturday, Sunday. We are towards a weekend. We are on a weekend, so anything can happen over the weekend. So this is illogical. We seeing at Gift Nifty and saying that today, to Monday morning, we are going to gap up is illogical. But still, I am saying my instinct is saying we might gap up and bulls may try to touch 19,500 for one or other reason, right? If the if the US markets are closing in the green today, we might see markets going towards around trying to at least touch 19,400 levels is what I am expecting, and that is evident in the open interest. So this is a Nifty open interest, and you can see huge number of yesterday what we saw 19,400, even people were writing 19,500, huge number of put option, and they had to run for cover 19,200, 19,100, 19,300, 19,400, huge number of puts were being written, right? So all these people had to run for cover, and that alone will trigger the market to drift on the lower side, right? So let's see what happens on Monday. This is in terms of Nifty, and in terms of Banknifty, oh boy, I told yesterday, even in yesterday's video and today morning video also, I told 45,000 is going to be very, very stiff support. And what happened is we gapped down. Bulls were trying to take Banknifty towards 45,500. It failed drastically, and look at the way it was falling. 45,000, not a single respect, not a respect at all for the support. Then immediately it broke very big red candle, 19,300. Immediately again one green candle. So you can see the fight on the support area. This area, 45,000 area, you can see how much fight was going. Then green, continuously 2 or 3 green candles. Then again it fell back, came down almost to 44,854, right? Now what we had some trade where our break even was around 40, let's say 44,700. Now once this 45,000 was broken, we did some adjustment, and it was in fact coming till 44,000. Again bulls were not convinced. They were trying to take the market till 45,000. See, we had today itself, bulls were able to try to touch 45,000. And look at the first 5 minutes candle. Low was around how much? 45,000, and high was around how much? 45,200. Low was around 45,070 and high was around 45,200. So around 130 or 170 points movement in just 5 minutes candle. Again it tried around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. it tried to close above 45,000. BS were so aggressive, they were not able to close Banknifty. They didn't allow Banknifty to close above 45,000, and it ended up closing around 44,864. Now since I was saying 45,000 is a big resistance, and you have to look at this area. The same when we saw Nifty on 3rd July, there was a big gap up. It gapped around 100 or 150 points. And the same thing happened in Banknifty also. From 44,700, it gapped up to around 45,000. So that is why this 44,800 levels, right? From where it gapped around 44,700 to around 44,942. Around 200 points gap up on 3rd July. Then we saw Banknifty all the way till 45,700 levels. Then it came today also. If you see this price action, this area was kind of acting as a support, and it is very unfortunate we are just near the gap. Now if today's US market is in the red, or it is falling 300 or 400 points, then we might gap down on Monday in this range, and we will see huge swings in Nifty and Banknifty, right? So let's see how things pan out. And people who had written huge number of put options in Banknifty had to run for cover, right? We saw huge number of puts being written at 45,300. Then 45,300 people were writing 45,300, 5,400, all the way till 45,000 people were writing huge number of put option, and they had to run for cover, right? So we'll see how things pan out. Probably I think Monday morning we should gap up, not gap up, we should open flat, and we will see from there, we will see how things pan out. Till there is so much of things to happen. Europe has to close, US market has to close, so we'll wait and see what happens next. And in terms of FII data, DIIs have bought, DIIs have sold for around 2,964 crores, and FIIs have just bought for 790 crores. So total institutions are net sellers today, right? So we'll see how things pan out for Monday, and let's see how US market closes today. We have very important data coming up next week, so next week is going to be volatile. We'll see how things pan out. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Have a nice and happy weekend. I'll see you in yet another video tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye.